to FearFlix. Today I'm going to take a look at a 1990 horror film that's based off of a book by legendary author Stephen King. And that movie that I'm talking about is Stephen King's It. The movie is based off the book of the same title by Stephen King, and as you can see, it's a pretty lengthy book. It's like over 1,000 pages, and it takes like a decade to read, but thankfully the movie is only 4 hours. This movie wasn't released in theaters, released as a TV movie, so it's kind of like a mini-series thing. They played one part on one night and then the other part on another night. The story is basically about this group of kids who live in this town called Derry, Maine, and they're basically terrorized by this demon played by the legendary Tim Curry.
I, Georgie, am Pennywise the Dancing Clown. You are Georgie. So now we know each other. Correct?
I guess so. I gotta go.
Go? Without this?
My phone!
Exactly. Go on, kiddo. Take it.
Tim Curry just does an absolutely phenomenal job as the clown in this, and he's just so scary. And this movie is really one of the main reasons why so many people that in this day and age are terrified of clowns. It's totally owed to this man, Tim Curry. There's some other great actors in this. You have the late John Ritter, who some people would recognize from Three's Company and that old sitcom 8 Simple Rules.
Kiss me, fat boy.
So as I said, the movie is about this group of kids who are terrorized by this clown, and the first part of the movie takes place from the perspective of these kids and how they battled this clown for the first time.
That's what happened back in Georgie's room.
I'll kill you all. I'll drive you crazy and I'll kill you all. I'm every nightmare you ever had. I am your worst dream come true. I'm everything you ever were afraid of.
And then the second part takes place as adults, where they have to go back to Derry to confront this demon once again.
Yes, last chance, Tasha. Get out before it gets dark tonight. You're too old to stop me. You're all too old.
And try and stop it once and for all. As I said, it's a pretty long movie, but it really is enjoyable. Most people think the first part is the better part, and I agree with that. There are a lot of things that were in the book that couldn't be used in the movie, especially a TV movie. It's kind of a good thing, though, that they are planning on doing a remake of this and putting it in movie theaters, and it's going to be rated R, apparently. There hasn't really been any talk as to who's going to play Pennywise, but most people seem to want Tim Curry to reprise the role, and I think that would be amazing, because especially the fact that he's older now and he'll look even more like a psychopathic, clown, but now he'll just look more like a pedophile.
Come on up, Richie. I got a balloon for you. Don't you want a balloon?
The main reason I think they left a lot of things out is because there are just some really, really messed up stuff that happens in this book that it would be tough to get away with in the 90s, even in a movie in theaters. I won't go into the details, but if you've read the book, you probably know what I'm talking about, and you probably understand why those things weren't included in this movie. So like I said, this was a really underrated movie, and in my opinion, it's one of the best Stephen King film adaptations. But I think if you're stuck at home on a rainy day and you have a lot of time on your hands, you have 4 hours to spare, I definitely pop this one in, because it is really an entertaining movie. It doesn't really get boring, at least in my opinion. It's pretty easy to get through the 4 hours. But like I said, most people seem to prefer the first part to the second part because it's more entertaining to watch the kids confront all this stuff and everything that happens to the kids. If you're afraid of clowns, it's all the more reason to watch this movie, because you're guaranteed to be scared out of your mind. If you're not familiar with Stephen King and Stephen King movies, this one's definitely worth checking out, and you know, because I think people will enjoy it. If anything, you'll probably, if you're only going to watch half of the movie, just watch the first part, I guess. But you know, in my opinion, it's worth a watch. It's worth checking out. It's a scary movie, and definitely a great horror movie to watch around fall and Halloween. So you should definitely check out Stephen King's It, and you should definitely read the book if you have a decade to spare. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video, and please do me a favor and click that thumbs up to like this video, and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of my review. Let me know what your thoughts on this movie, and you know, give me some ideas of some movies you'd like to see me review in the future. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate all the support, and thanks for watching FearFlix. I'll see you next time.